Hello, everyone. What's going on? It's your boy Chuck coming back with another weekly analysis for everyone. Thank you guys for joining today. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. As you can see here, we have a goal up on the screen right now, and everything played out really well. Just a recap, real quick, of what we was looking for. As you can see here, this was my plan in the red. But overall, I want to see gold drop. So I mentioned if you was going to take gold, um, or if you was going to stay in from the sale from the previous week when we entered up here, that you could hold a sell, or you could just wait to make a sell stop right below this zone. And if it broke that, we was looking to continue sell. I mentioned that I want to see gold pull back, as you can see here in the red. And it did exactly that. It pulled back, and then a little bit higher, around 1662 looked like it, and which was perfect. Just a little overspray, as you would say. Looked like it was trying to grab some stop losses for the individuals that was trying to look to sell early and had a tight stop loss. And as I mentioned, the best stop loss to have was 1685. I know it was a little far, but this is the safest zone, and still is. All right. Um, as you can see, and like I said, it pretty much hit this box and sold. And I told everyone, if you tuned into last week video, that this take profit would be the take profit I would take and get out if I was you, and stay away from gold and set a sell stop below this red mark. And if you did that, you should not be in the trade, and you should be ready for a new week of profits. All right, so let's go forward from there. All right, let's clear everything out and get some fresh lines up in a fresh analysis. This still will remain the same. We will be still keeping the same stop loss. Here, let's jump on a 1 hour and see what our highs and lows look like really quick, just to see if it can give us a little bit of an edge of what we want to see next week. And it's pretty much it's been looking for the last couple of weeks. Look like we've been playing in this zone. I told you guys we was taking a sell. We hit the take profit, and I mentioned that I didn't like the way this looked here because I feel that this had to be broken. That's why I mentioned to take all profits from this area and look to set a sell stop. And that worked out really well. And now we're back into this zone. All right. So from what it's looking like here, we can possibly get a retracement. And I see we have a little bit of a moving average right here, which I really like that too. So this is what I'm going to be playing for gold. Kind of been doing a little back testing already, and I kind of want to see some certain movements. So overall for gold, this is what I want to see. We're going to play right on top of this moving average here, and then we're going to get another one right here at this critical support. Now was previous resistance. So matter of fact, let's just go right here at this top of this engulfing candle. All right. So these two lines here is going to be an area that we're looking for. This is going to be a zone that we're going to trade in. Okay. And as I mentioned, always, as you see, we stopped right here, right below this highs and lows. So in order for us to continue, we have to break this here. So what I would like to see from this area, I'm going to put a red line representing the stop. Let's say, give it a little breathing room. 1662. If this is broken, we definitely will see gold come to the top of this area. Okay. And with 1671, let's just make that 80 even. 1671.80. And we're going to change that to green for our take profit. Okay. And it looks like we can still play in this area. Take profit look like it's a little bit lower now. I don't know how much I trust that, but let's just go about halfway. Let's go here. We're going to play that one. May come up a little short. This will still remain the same because you can see here we don't have any highs and lows, or lows as you would say, pushing below this area. So I don't really like this. So this still will remain the same area as 1613 has to be broken. So I will keep a sell stop. I'm sorry. I will keep your sell stop below this still. All right. All right. So now we have that up. Let's go back to the daily and get this all cleaned up. And let's remove the highs and lows so we can see what's going on clearly. Okay, guys. All right. So as you can see, this is that zone here that I marked off that we're looking to come back into. We can delete this now. We're currently right at this area. We can delete this. This is that red line I was mentioning. We're going to take this, stop, and move it right up there, because this is now a stop we're looking to break. Let me bring that down just a little bit. Okay. And everything else looked the same. Not much of a change here for gold overall. So this is what I would like to see with the scenarios we have. And then I'll show you guys what I would be playing most likely. I kind of like this, and I kind of do not. This is almost a perfect double bottom here. But as you know, this is the type of stuff that retailers, traders are looking for. So you kind of have to go against the grain sometime, because as the institutional big boys like to trade, they like to prepare you and set you up for failure, basically. So as all the retail traders are thinking this is going to hold from now on for the next upcoming weeks or months or whatever, they probably going to prepare to break this. And that would pretty much set all the retailers up for failure. So honestly, this is what I want to see here. I want to see, I really like this area. A lot of noise in this zone. So I kind of want to see gold really move back up to that area. Really honest, I want to see that move there, because so you really probably don't want to trade right now. This is an area where we can get a lot of movement. We can come right back down. We can go up. But at the end of the day, I want to see gold come here. So we could get this move up. But to be honest, you could take it. Honest, I would not take it. I would set a buy stop that'll go up right above this area here. And then we could have gold. We could have gold just drop. And if you just want to take this to this area, I definitely have a tight stop loss. All right. Now, anything in here is where it's going to get a little tricky. So we could have gold come here and just keep going. And as last time, this will be the first take profit again. Okay. And again, set a sell stop below this zone. All right. Now, what I would like to see gold do, based off of what I see with the DXY and everything that's going on right now, this is going to get a little tricky. And again, right here, I meant to mention, if you take your take profit here, which will be your first take profit in the buy, I will look to sell from this area. Okay. These are the scenarios I'm looking at. So to be honest, I would, if you're new trading and you just don't have the confidence, you don't have the margin, the equity in your account to really play this zone. Because honestly, if you're in a sell, you probably should just hold, because you're still in a good range, because the stop loss is at 1685. You should still have that the same. But if you're trying to enter a new trade because you closed out here, honestly, you could take the sell, but just remember your stops loss still need to be at 1685. Okay. And if you want to try to risk it and have a tight stop loss, you can have it at 1662. But honestly, it's a lot of scenarios, but you have to, there's going to be a waiting game next week, because I would like to see gold actually retrace down here into this zone. Okay. And then I want to see gold come up and break this area, this box, coming back to this zone here. Okay. And the reason that is because all of this noise here. And I think it's going to be it won't be perfect. It might come up just a little bit higher. I would like to see gold come here. All right. And then from there, I'm going to just remove this. And then from there, I want to see gold explode right back down to this area. Okay. And then, as always, from there, we're just going to be patient. We're not going to trade gold unless it breaks this. I hope this really, really makes sense, but there's really no other way to explain it. It just, honestly, gold is going to be a waiting game. And to make it simple, either you should wait to go to hit this zone at 1645 areas, between that and 1640, 38, and look to buy back up for the sale, or you need to wait to go get to this box here at 1670 area to sell. And those really the best scenarios is to wait till these two boxes are hit before you decide what you're going to do. Okay. Again, this in the red is what I honestly want to see, just to be honest. But at the end of the day, I probably will wait myself. It all depends how the market opens up and what the candles are presenting to me at the time. And from there, I would make my judgment of what I want to do. But this is what I like to see. Okay. I think we spent enough time on gold. Let's go ahead and move forward to Great Britain USD. Sorry, let me take that back real quick. Let me mark this zone off really quick so I can have this on here. I can find my risk reward ratio. Okay. That would be nice if we can get 1670 to hit somewhere in here. That I think this is a really good trade. Even if we take it down to here, the risk reward would be great. Overall, let's just go here. But I would love to see come to this area. Okay, guys. Sorry about that. Go ahead and get a screenshot of this. These two are going to be my risk rewards I have set up. And now we're going to move up to Great Britain USD. Okay, Great Britain USD. As I mentioned last week, Great Britain USD is not one of my favorites at the moment. Great movement. Very volatile right now, but you definitely got to know what's going on and to be in the right directions, because you can easily destroy your account off of Great Britain USD right now. It's a lot of news going on in the GBP, but at the same time, it's still anything can be tradable, but it's just not what I'm liking right now. But I'm gonna give you scenarios that I see. Honestly, I really still want to see this come down, but it's not looking really pretty. So with Great Britain USD, kind of sending a little let's jump on let's see what the highs and lows are saying really quick on this one. It's pretty much the same as gold. Pretty much the same as gold, and this thing just moving up every week, higher and higher, as you can see. Another zone here, stop here, previous area here. So let's close this out. We're still going to continue trading Great Britain on a daily right now. So we can still honestly get Great Britain to come back up. Here, based off of the highs and lows, we could possibly see this. So we have two scenarios. We're either going to come here, going to break out of this box here, which is still remains the same. The box it keep coming back to is a zone that it need to break out of. So I wouldn't play this unless it break out of this box. And then I wouldn't play this unless it close below this box and break out. So, and if it does, I'm almost 100% sure it's going to break that. We can look to play this back down to probably right back down, really back down to this area. It's almost like the same scenario as gold right now. I'm sorry, I forgot to take these off. So now this is take profit 1, take profit 2. This really starting to look like gold, to be very honest with you. And then just like gold, I would not sell any further unless this zone is broken, to continue down to take profit 2. And this is what I will be playing. I can almost guarantee I would not be trading Great Britain USD, but if something just really looked good and I like the way it looked, this is what I would be playing for Great Britain USD, is for it to come to this area and then make its way back down. Okay, what did I just do? Okay, let's try that again. It just went haywire on me. Again, I would look to take Great Britain USD up to this area and then back down. Okay. Very simple scenario at the moment. All right, this is what I have for Great Britain USD. And I will be playing this. My stop loss will be the same. Which would be great if we can get this to do what we need it to do. Great risk reward. This is what I have though. Nothing special. Pretty much the same scenario as last week. Almost the same as gold. But really, I just don't like what's going on in Great Britain. I don't really like this pattern setup here I have. Just really kind of choppy all over the place. But this would be the best scenario. So if you're going to trade Great Britain USD, you're more than welcome to follow along with this. All right. Just make sure you use money management, risk management, and I think you'll be okay. And if it does hit this stop loss, you have to be okay with that, with a small loss. But at the end of the day, if it doesn't hit your stop loss, you are subject to gain a big profit here, as you can see. All right. And let's see what the old DXY dollar is doing, so we can kind of coordinate on why we were getting that scenario. And as you can see, the dollar pretty much crashed Friday after a nice little bullish move. We was getting some great sales on gold, and then you see it retrace. And I figured that was going to happen. That's why I mentioned to take your profits on gold at 1620. As I said before, I had a feeling the dollar would pull back because it's been bullish for a while, and just feel like it was going to be overbought, and eventually was going to get a nice little exhale in the market where it need to pull back, and we got that on Friday. But it did come back into my zone that I am trying to continue trading in. So overall, with the dollar, I would like to see a continuation to the upside, at least temporarily. May get a small push down a little deeper into this area. Let's clean this up real quick. May get a small push down in this area. Just a little bit more before we continue our journey back up to this zone here. And that's pretty much all I have right now. Other than that, the dollar would have to break out of this area for it to continue dropping. I'll just bring that slightly below that zone. The dollar would have to break out this area for it to continue dropping. Honestly, for me, and if it does, it's probably going to come back right here. So we're going to change that to green. And then for the dollar to continue downward, it would have to close and break below this area. Which would be another zone. So these pretty much I have for the dollar. It's another pair that's going to be really crazy. And if this is crazy, that means gold and Great Britain USD may be possibly crazy. Okay. But if we get this to play out like I want, which is the scenario I'm looking for here, maybe a little pull back, a little up and down, back to the area to scare us up a little bit. But this is what I would be looking for overall, this scenario. Okay, guys, I think we have spent enough time on the markup of scenarios for the trades for next week. But I do wish you guys the best of luck. I think we're going to be okay. All I can say for next week is to exercise patience as much as possible. Do not jump quickly to jump in a trade. Make sure everything is solid. Make sure you don't over leverage your account, because next week is not going to be as smooth as last previous week. I think it's going to get a little tricky as we get closer to the end of the month. All right, guys. Thank you again for joining. If you got something out of this video or you're getting great content, make sure you like the video. If you want to see any more information be put out, any other pairs, feel free to drop a message in the comments. Reach out to me through Telegram, which you can find in the description.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my